How what's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. About to react to this impressive vid. She actually took like a couple weeks off for vacation. So shout out to Impressive girl. Take your time to yourself. You got to take some time for you. I respect it. So yeah, we're gonna react to her first video back. It's titled "Prince William Knocked Out Prince Harry Because of Meghan Markle. Harry exposes messy royal secrets." Yes, the royal ghetto. I want to hear about it. Let's watch.
The Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, is planning to spill a lot of his family's tea in his upcoming memoir, Spare. And a lot of people are pretty surprised over some of the recent bombshells that were revealed. And some may wonder, why is he dropping this tell-all book now? Well, it's very simple. Salacious news and scandal sells. He knows that. He knows that people are going to be very interested to hear the tea that he spills about the royal family. And not only that, I do think Prince Harry has some resentment towards his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William, because of how they treated him and because they cut him off. When he stepped down from his royal duties, they cut him off. And I do think Prince Harry felt a way about that. And not only that, he felt a way about how the royal family treated his wife, Meghan Markle. Now, Meghan is looked at as the villain a lot of times, and a lot of people believe that she created this rift between Harry and his family. But honestly, I don't believe that. I do think Harry has been trying to find a way out for a long time. I mean, he saw firsthand what happened to his mother. His mother died trying to escape the royal family. And people would be crazy to think that Harry wasn't trying to find his way of escaping either. So I do think in some ways he used Meghan to escape. He knew that marrying an older mixed-race American woman who's a liberal and a feminist and a one-time divorcee was going to shake up the pot a little bit, because Meghan pretty much was the opposite of what the royal family represented. So I think Harry was very intentional on choosing Meghan as a way to kind of rebel. And that's not to say that he didn't love her. I think he loves her as well, but he definitely was using her as a way out. And that's just my opinion. Now I'm going to get into some of the shocking excerpts that's been revealed so far in his book. But before I do, I first want to thank Sonic Bonnet for You'll be take advantage of when he. Now let's get into what Prince Harry revealed in his upcoming autobiography, Spare. He did open up about himself. He actually spoke about his drug usage when he was younger. He actually used to do cocaine and mushrooms. And he was very wild, and he partied a lot, and he lost his virginity to a much older woman in the back of an English pub. And he could have left this part out, but I guess it wouldn't be a juicy and honest autobiography if he didn't at least talk about his own drama and mess. He also talked about how he tried to get a little spicy with his wife, Meghan Markle. He said that one time he was very disproportionately and sloppily angry with her and addressed her harshly. And he said she was very calm and quiet, and she said in a very level tone that she would not stand to be spoken to like that. She said she was not going to raise children in an atmosphere of anger or disrespect. And she laid it out all very, very clear. And this prompted Prince Harry to go to therapy and get his act right. So I thought that part was very interesting. And he also spoke about...
She said, look here, nigga, what you not going to do is fucking play with me. and you not about to cuss around no kids that I bring into this world. So I'm going to need you to get it together or I'm up out of here. So figure it out, but don't fucking try me ever again in your goddamn life. That's what she said.
Relationship, his tense relationship
in a calm way
with his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William.
That's as calm as I can get.
He even threw shade at Prince William and said that his baldness was alarming, and he
very
lost the good looks he inherited from their mother, Princess Diana.
What's the problem?
I thought that was pretty funny and pretty shady.
It's the truth.
What he said about his father was more interesting. He said his father took jabs at him and taunted him about his true paternity. For those who don't know, there's been a lot of speculation that King Charles is not actually Harry's real dad. It was rumored that Princess Diana's former lover, Major James Hewitt, is actually Harry's dad. I mean, if you look at them, they do look pretty similar. I mean, they both have ginger hair, and they do have similar features. So it's not hard to believe that he could be his father. But this was just an unfounded rumor. Harry grew up believing that Charles was his dad.
Like him
so
too.
It was hurtful to him when his father would sometimes question his paternity. He said this in his book. Paul liked telling stories, and this was one of the best in his repertoire. He'd always end with a burst of philosophizing. Who knows if I'm really the Prince of Wales? Who knows if I'm even your real father? He laughed and laughed, though it was a remarkably unfunny joke, given the rumor circulating just then that my actual father was one of Mummy's former lovers, Major James Hewitt. One cause of this rumor was Major Hewitt's flaming ginger hair, but another cause was sadism. So Harry was pretty hurt by his father's comments, and I don't really think he believes that James is his real father. He went on to say that Diana didn't meet James until long after he was born. So I guess that's his way of saying that James is not his dad. But I don't think
You're not my dad.
I think there's a reason he made a joke about it. But it was definitely super insensitive to Harry. Also, Harry revealed that Charles was jealous of his wife, Meghan Markle, because Meghan was very popular. In fact, her popularity kind of overshadowed everybody else besides the Queen. And Charles didn't like that, and he didn't really want to make provisions for her. And this revelation confirmed what I always thought. I think Meghan's presence really shook up the royals, not only because she was mixed race and because she came from a common background, but also because of her popularity. They didn't like the fact that she was getting too much attention. So they used the British media to break her down. And the media had a field day going in on Meghan, and this actually affected her popularity amongst the British public. And also, I think their attacks were super harsh on Meghan because of her race. But yeah, some of the members in the royal family was a little jealous.
You can't talk about hair though, Harry.
A little too much attention. And Harry's brother, Prince William, wasn't really supportive of the marriage. He didn't want Harry to marry Meghan because he felt like Harry didn't know Meghan well enough. That's what was said, but I honestly believe it had more to do with her race and her background. Meghan was very different from anything anybody expected, so they didn't fully embrace her, and this actually created some tension between William and Harry. And William and Harry have always had a little tension and competitiveness between each other, but it got more serious when Meghan entered the picture. Meghan kind of came to the royal palace a little flippantly. Harry did not prep her well enough for what was to come because she was super casual about everything. She wasn't prepared for the culture shock that she was about to face. She didn't realize how difficult it was going to be being a part of the royal family. She didn't realize how many restrictions they had.
I want black. I'm going to give you
black. The protocol they had to follow.
I'm going to give you blackity black.
From the media. It was just a lot. It was a huge adjustment. And Meghan had to be careful of some of the things she said. Even if she said it innocently and lightheartedly, she had to be very careful because people would take offense to it. In fact, there was an instance that Harry described in his book where Meghan made a comment about William's wife, Kate Middleton. While they were preparing for Meghan and Harry's wedding, Kate actually had a mini breakdown. She was upset over flower girl dresses, and Meghan noticed this and she thought, okay, maybe she's just going through some things because she just gave birth. So she said that Kate probably had a baby brain because of her hormones. And I don't think she said this with any ill intention at all. I think if anything, she was making an excuse for Kate's behavior because Kate was getting upset over very little things. And Meghan was like, well, it's her postpartum hormones. But apparently this was very, very offensive, not only to Kate, but people in the royal house. They were looking down on Meghan like, you're a subordinate. How dare you make a comment about the future queen's hormones? You're not even close enough to make a comment like that, so stay in your place. I'm just paraphrasing, but they basically gave Meghan the business. They reprimanded her, and Meghan was offended by it because she didn't feel like she did anything wrong. But that's how it was in the royal house. She couldn't make certain comments, and she couldn't approach things in a casual or flippant way because it would be considered offensive and lowbrow. She also wasn't free to really be herself. And I don't know Meghan personally, but she does come across as somebody who is confident and assertive and not afraid to voice her opinion or speak her mind. And those type of personality traits don't work well in the royal house because people have to know their role and fall in line, especially if they're of a lower rank. Meghan was of a lower rank, so she had to do what she was told and follow protocol. And Meghan did challenge that after a while, and this did turn off members of the royal family, especially Harry's brother, William. Harry actually revealed in his book that William confronted him about Meghan and called her difficult, rude, and abrasive. They had a whole shouting match about it, and Harry, of course, was annoyed because he was talking down on his wife, and his brother was overreacting, and he was very, very angry. Harry tried to offer him some water to calm him down, and he basically said that William put the hands on him. This is what he said in his book. He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast, so very fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment, dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out. Now, Harry said William did apologize, and he called him and told him, "You don't need to tell Meghan about this." And he's like, "You mean that you attacked me?" And he said, "I didn't attack you, Harold." Harry said that he didn't immediately tell Meghan about the fight, but when she noticed the scrapes and bruises on his back, she asked about it, and he told her what happened. And he said that she wasn't surprised or angry. She just was very sad about it. And the situation is sad, and I think with everything that has happened, I don't blame Harry and Meghan for leaving the royal family. I know a lot of people think that they're attention seekers and they like to play victim, but it wasn't easy for them to live in the royal palace. It wasn't even easy for Harry, even though Harry was conditioned by birth to deal with all of the rules and regulations of being a royal. He too strayed a lot because he wanted his own freedom and he wanted to get out. His whole life he was looked at as second place to his brother. He was called the spare while his brother was the heir. He really struggled trying to find his own place. He saw how his mother was treated and how his mother tried to escape the hellhole that the royal palace was. And he saw how badly they were treating his own wife to the point that she became suicidal. And that's what really prompted him to leave for good. And I honestly believe Harry was trying to find a way out for years, but he didn't get that courage until Meghan came into the picture. That's what I feel. But anyway, tell me.
The ratchetry in the palace. I cannot. This is a hot mess. I don't know much about the royal family at all, though. Like, at all. I was today years old when I found out that Prince Harry is Princess Diana's son. I had no idea. I did not know that. I just found that out in this video. I don't know much about her either, though. If I'm being honest. I know that she was like this big figure, and when she passed, people were sad. But that's all I got. I don't know anything about these people. But, yeah, it seems like it's a hot mess. He wants people to buy the book, but no, because, no, I don't want to read it. But sure, I'm sure people will be interested in all the mess and all the royal secrets. So, y'all let me know if it's good. Let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.